What up, guys? Your boy Just King ZA. Welcome back to the Just King ZA podcast. And yeah, man. Today we're gonna be talking about Gayton McKenzie and his list, and the appearance of Makhadzi's name there, and MacG's name appearance there on that list as his beneficiaries from the Department of Sports and Arts and Culture. You know what I'm saying? So let's get straight into it. But before that, guys, I got a project out. I got an EP out, 6 tracks. I've got a 6-track EP that's out called Do It Right. It's called Do It Right, Do It Right EP. It's got 6 tracks. It's right here on my channel. I've got different variations of it. It's not different variations, but different ways of listening to it. I've got each track as separate, 6 songs. And then I've got one video that has all the songs within one video. So I'll put the links in the description of this video. You guys can go and check it out. So anyways, let's get straight into it. So Gayton McKenzie has hit the ground running. He has hit the ground running. He's not wasting any time. He's here to prove himself. He's here to improve the nation, improve the country, do his best, in this GNU of ours, representing the Patriotic Alliance. He hit the ground running with transparency. Here to show beneficiaries, as a country of ours has been experiencing a lot of corruption. Transparency seems to be the way forward. So Gayton McKenzie released a statement, a list with about 4,000 beneficiaries just from the Department of Arts and Culture. Isn't that weird? That's very weird, because I remember people just complaining about Natin Tetwa and the Department of Arts and Culture, saying that they're not getting anything, there are no moves being made, there's no relief and all that. But here you have a list of 4,000 people who benefited, and they didn't just benefit, they benefited this list is just for COVID times, 2020, the COVID period. Some people were getting relief from government, but they were just shut their mouth. They never said anything. They just watched other people complain. Why couldn't they just come out and say, guys, no, we're getting paid, we got a relief, why don't you guys apply? But they just kept quiet. And that is what's causing this riffraff. That's what's causing all this pandemonium. People asking questions like, how do you guys get funding when we didn't get any funding? So it makes you wonder that, who are these people that received funding? You start to wonder that maybe the people within the department and the people outside were just keeping it a hush and are only notifying and showing their own people. Because that's how corruption works. It's about who you know. So that's the biggest problem. Like, what was happening? Some people did apply, but they couldn't. I think I saw Waras there talking about, you think he applied or someone else he knows applied and got rejected. But then you look at that list, some of the people who don't even know who are those people there on that list. But yet there's so many young creatives in the villages, in the hood, in the whatever, that are young upcoming musicians that could have benefited from those type of things, who are not working, who are not whatever, could have benefited from those things to start their careers. Because a lot of people are being held back by, they don't have the capital, they don't have something to help them start their careers, to make that first move, to make that first music video that shakes things up, to make that album and put it out there, to learn some things, But they're not. How are they gonna get in? How are they gonna even know the knowledge? Because this thing is supposed to be public knowledge. Supposed to be public knowledge that anyone and anyone can apply. Who's an artist? You just have to prove to us that you're an artist. You just have to prove to us, submit something, songs, submit this and that. Let's have a meeting with you to check you out and all that. Then we fund you. But there's none of that. there's a list of people that are just getting money, hushing about it, keeping quiet about it, watching everyone squirm while they know that they are good. What kind of people are those? What kind of messed up individuals are those? You watch the country burning, you don't care as long as you're benefiting. That is diabolical. That is diabolical. How can you do that? But that just shows you where South Africa was in the previous government. It was in a diabolical state of people behaving like creatures, demonic people who are consumed by the love of money, people who are consumed by the love of, benefiting, counting other people out, They've been doing these things and they've been benefiting. They use the power of who you know, rather than working based off of merit. What happened to merit? What happened to doing things by the book? Now it's all about who do I know within the department, and then you're able to just jump past everyone, and just take shortcuts in life. What happened to merit? There's so many good musicians, good people who are just artists, drawing, all these things. But where are they here? You know what I'm saying? Because if it was like that, then a lot of people would have been like, oh, thank you, government. Thank you, government. And that would have impacted how the ANC performs in the election. But because of this secrecy, there's no one praising the ANC. It's all just bad, because it's the people who didn't benefit saying, hey, we didn't get anything. While the people who benefit, these corrupt people, just keep quiet. And look at where the ANC now. It's because of people like this. It's because of evil, satanic people like this. These hush people, hush, keep quiet. Cease, man. Cease. For y'all who don't understand what cease means, it means it's disgusting. Disgusting. So it's very bad, this thing that's happening. So now let's get straight into MacG and Makhadzi, right? I'll start with my goat, MacGyver Mkwebo. MacG is shown as the recipient of 75K. And people were dragging him, saying he is always dragging the government, yet he was a beneficiary, of monies from the government. Well, this was looking bad for MacG, but shout out to all our chillers. They remember everything that MacG has ever said. MacG has always come out to talk about that. He talked about it, saying that the government came and they paid him 90K. And then they shared it equally with the people who were there on the podcast at the time, which was Len Muleko, himself, MacG, Ghost Lady, and then Tabang. You know what I'm saying? So he talked about it, and the chillers went back to that episode and chopped up that clip and put it on Twitter, and it went viral. So MacG's name is covered. He did talk about it. He did say that, hey, we received the government. That was the time when we first got a check from this podcasting thing. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I don't think everyone was trying to drag MacG. It's just that if you don't know that he said it, it seems weird. It seems like this legend of ours, has been lying to us, has been benefiting from the government and playing as if he's not getting anything. So, that's MacG, he's covered. And I'm glad, transparency is important. You need to be transparent. You need to talk about it. You need to talk about whatever's happening in terms of like the developments in your journey, especially as a podcaster, as a celebrity, who doesn't have funding, who doesn't have anything. You're just taking out your phone and shooting, but doing very good works, very, very beautiful works for the country, for the entertainment industry, so that was dope, that was beautiful. So MacG is covered. When it comes to that list, then there's Makhadzi. I'm not so sure what happened, but it seems as if she was saying that those monies can be accounted for. I believe it's for performances and all those things, at rallies and all that. If I'm not mistaken, yeah. And amongst other things. But she also talked about the fact that some people are benefiting, but they are not be showing themselves, and they are using her and pushing her name out there to make it look as if, they're using the attention that she's gonna get. So I didn't understand that part, but I really hope that she can resolve it and she can prove her innocence, that these monies were for a certain something, a certain thing, because it's important. You need to know what did you benefit for, and once we understand what you benefited for, then that cleans your name. But when it comes to the rest of the other people, it's a big problem. It's a big problem. Like, what did they benefit for? Who are they in the first place? All of that needs to be accounted for. And but I'm glad that Gayton McKenzie is going to be releasing the list again with the reasons of why these people got the money, so that the public themselves can make the final decisions to say that, is this something the public has to... I love this type of government because, or this type of governing, because it allows the people to make the judgment to say, is this what we voted for? Is this real? What is this? It exposes all those secret keepers, all those liars, all those benefit alone people, benefit with my family people, benefit with my friends people, who don't think about the greater good and the greater growth of the country and where we are going as a people. They just think for themselves and their mothers and their fathers and their brothers and their cousin and their neighbor and their mate, the guy they drink with. How small-minded, isn't it? Just checking the time. Yeah. So this type of people, they just benefit for themselves. They just benefit for themselves, and they think they are doing a very good job by doing things for themselves only, and not working for the country. It's very important in life, man, to think about the greater good and the future of the country, to think about your whole race, your whole rainbow nation, your whole people. Black people need to think about colored people. Colored people need to think about black people. White people need to think about black people. Black people need to think about white people. That's the whole concept of a rainbow nation. Because once we start dividing and dividing and dividing, it's bad. Then people start doing racial issues. And then they start doing, from racial issues, they do group issues, community issues. They start to exclude everyone. It's a new apartheid. Exclusion, apartheid. It's a new version of it. Classism. You know what I'm saying? So these people are being very classist. That's what it is. The new version of racism, apartheid, it's classism. It's about who are you, who you know, all those type of things. And because of that, you will benefit. As long as you are in the circle, you benefit. As long as you wash my hand, I wash your hands. You wash my hands, I wash yours. Izandla ziyagezana. As the legendary Jack Mabaso used to say on on generations. Izandla ziyagezana bafu. You know what I'm saying? Those are the type of things that we really, really need to think about. Because once you and your people benefit and everyone else does not benefit, what is that doing? It really, really destroys the country. It destroys the progression. It destroys any chance of mentorship. Because within your group, you can know who you can you mentor just another person, Yes, you can, but you need to give equal opportunity. You never know where greatness lies. Greatness can lie somewhere in a village or whatever. So you need to go out there and give everyone a fair chance. Where you're from does not determine where you're going. You know what I'm saying? You look at it. Some of the most incredible people on this earth have come from the deepest rural villages. Why doesn't some of these great people come from the suburbs in rich places? Why don't they come from there? Why is it that a kid from Qunu, Mandela, Rolihlahla, a guy from the deep villages in the Eastern Cape, why does he become a world icon, the biggest icon, one of probably the top 5 most famous people ever on this earth? Why isn't it that a kid from a rich black family in those times, or a colored family, a rich colored family, or anyone, or Indian family, a rich Indian family, because some of them had it better than blacks? Why can't those people come out? Why can't those people come out and be as great as the Nelson Mandela? Why can't they be as great as Nelson Rolihlahla Mandela? So it shows you that it's not about where you are from. It's about talent. It's about who you are. It's about the gift that God has given you. And God does not choose to say, I'm only taking someone from the suburbs. I only take someone from the suburbs. I only take someone from here and there. To show you that God does not have classism. God does not have classism. With God, it's like, all of you all are my people. Whatever your economic state, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? So why do we as a people behave differently from the Lord? We want to choose that, no, nothing good can come from the villages. Nothing good. So do you understand? So it's very important to find kids from the rural, the hood, the gassies, the township. Very important to find those kids, give them equal opportunity, and you never know. We need to do better. We need to do better. Our people need to do better. Transparency is the way, and let's stop acting like Abu Clever too much. Let's not be Abu Clever too much. This thing is not a game. This is real life, and this is the growth and the rise of our people. How can our people rise when people are still playing a game and trying to be one up the next person? Trying to be, you want to be the only one who gets to drive the big Jeep Cherokee, big car. You want to come where you're from. You're driving a big car, wearing fancy clothes with some cologne, fresh shaved head, nice cut beard, busy speaking, hey, I'm Dr. Who, hiding information from the people so that you can be the only one shining. You go to a village, and then, hey, uncle, malume. You want to be that guy. You don't want to see everyone else becoming like you. You want to be the only person. You want to keep people dependent on you. You want to benefit during COVID. You want to have funds when other people don't have funds. You want to be the one doing things. You don't want other people to be able to do things. That is madness. That is madness. That's why I don't respect some of these people. I don't respect them. Whenever I see someone out here shining, trying to shine and all that, and is busy acting like a god amongst normal people. I respect rich people, right? Who know that when they go to a village or whatever, they bring themselves down. They don't take the big car. They have a small Toyota car, Toyota Yaris or something that they can take. And then they don't overdress, they just dress as normal. And they go to the hood and they are amongst their people, but people know that they are good. But they are not overshining, They can be amongst the people. They know that jealousy and envy is a real thing. That's a real wise person. You know what I'm saying? It's very, very wise, and that makes you to live amongst the people and for people to love you, That's just how it is, man. Our people, we need to do better. We need to do better. This thing of shining on each other, it cannot work. Go and shine amongst your people, the people who are shining. But you can't, because there's always a bigger fish. You might be a big fish in a little pond. Doesn't mean you've won, 'cause along may come a bigger one. and you'll be lost. Every river that you try to cross, every door you ever held was locked. Oh, nah, just wait until the shot wears off. You know what I'm saying? That's Coldplay. For y'all who listen to Coldplay, it means that you want to be a big fish in a small pond. It doesn't mean you've won, because a bigger one can come. You know that where you're from, whatever, you're not the big fish. So you have to go to people and shine to people and be this person. It's pathetic. Let's share information with the people. Let's be amongst the people. Let's be with the people, man. Let's give information to the least fortunate and watch them just shoot up and do incredible things. You don't have to be jealous. You know what I'm saying? Please, let's share information. Danko, Mr. Gayton McKenzie. Danko. Danko, GNU. Yeah, let's get straight into it. There's no more. We need to behave like intellect, man. We can't behave like stupid rich people, or stupid middle class people, or stupid surviving people. You know, us, or stupid lower, upper lower class. Do you know what I'm saying? Or stupid people who have some sort of funding, that are not starving, that have some sort of money, some sort of income. We can't be stupid. We need to think about continuity. We need to think about continuity.
Money on the low, I be making it rain. All these niggas don't know how I be getting that. Money on the low, I be making it rain. All these niggas don't know how I be getting that. Money on the low, I be making it rain. All these niggas don't know how I be getting that. Money on the low, I be making it rain. All these niggas don't know, no. Money on the low, right, so where the black rose? Just the life I live, man, and they tryna close my doors. Ay, sneezing on 100, ay, bathing on 1,000. Man, I'm the silent type, money on the low, niggas don't know. Shit, setting my scores, I'm stunning on y'all. Automatic bitches dropping their jaws. Swagger galore, I'm winning the war. Triumphant, I inspire the boys. I've been trying to get it, now I finally got it. I be killing niggas, they be catching bodies. Who be chilling with me, man, nobody. I'm a lone